2-1 weird.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
That is, I got to tell you, I like the, here, let's do it. There's our little silver plaque for the 100,000 view. David has it behind him on the wall. For those people on the podcast, you just missed a beautiful opening. That's too much background stuff now. People get sick. Okay. Anyway, so I like the new openings. Those are with all the graphics. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, just doing bits and bobs. Yeah, literally while I was
On your
able
deathbed.
to. Yeah, because
Did you hear our show last week on Adam on the Eve? Did you see that?
No.
Or were you dying?
No, the only-
Okay, so here's what we said on Adam on the Eve. I told everybody you were dying, and of course, 1 or 2 people felt bad for you. I don't know who. But anyway, I said that if David's going to die, he has to come on live, and we got to do it live on the air because ratings. And then Nikki's like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Yes, we can. It's our show." So David should take one for the team. So it looks like you're going to live. Yay! So much for ratings. But nice to have you back.
Well, I mean, I'm half dead, but the one thing that I did do, I had, because it was so difficult. I mean, we just kind of lost track of time in the last. We were supposed to be on holiday, but of course it all got cancelled.
Yeah.
So just on the odd moments where, when it was so bad, she just crawled into bed, and and I've just seen too much Olympics, so I just thought, well, I'll just do something, just to keep my head sort of moving. So I've been, faffing around and doing stuff, and so what we do have is a brand new way of snobbing and knobbing.
Oh my God. It's going to be one of these shows.
We just went to add it up here. So
on this week's No Snobs or Knobs, look at this. We have true or false, rant of the week. On this day, Knobby News, sex horoscope. Yeah, weird. I don't know why that's not first. AI babe of the week. So slut of the week is last. And before slut of the week is your sex horoscope, so you can have sex with your slut of the week. I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So off we go.
Sex
So this is the first one. This is true or false there for you, Stephen. As you know, the answer is at the end of the show.
There's a species of mushroom that can create its own wind to spread spores. Sure. Why not? Why not? Okay. We live in a world now where it's topsy-turvy and everything we think is true is false and everything is false is true. So sure, why not there be a mushroom that can create its own wind? I know when I eat mushrooms, I create my own wind. So I can believe it.
All right. Well, as you know, we're going to bank that up. And there's been a lot of stuff happening, of course.
You got the Olympic breakdancing chick from Australia. She's my new idol. I want her on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. Even more important than that, we've actually had another email. So
we have another email. So we have from a fan. Wow.
From a fan. So let's. So we've included that now in the rant of the week. And this is an email like we had in another email for the same lady. This is from Miss Eileen Dover from
Eileen Dover. Yeah, sure.
Beaver Lick in Kentucky, USA.
Oh, the Beaver Lick people are back. I love those Beaver Licks. Yeah, so I knew a girl that liked Beaver Licks too.
This is her rant of the week. So
why is it that every package now needs you to have a PhD in engineering just to open it? We're probably referring to your thing that we sent you. I am trying to get into the bag of chips, and I'm not breaking into Fort Knox. That's too funny. That is actually true. That really is a pain in the eye. I know when we shipped your silver thing there for the 100,000. When I went to the post office, it was in a nice box that YouTube gave us. And you didn't film your unboxing, by I
did. It has been filmed, but
I could just check. But I know that when I got to the post office, that the nice gentleman to make sure that it got to you when I told him what it was, because he's never seen one. And he was like, "Ooh," and he was touching it and licking it and doing things in the back room to it, which was interesting. I know that when he taped it, he went through 17 rolls of postal duct tape. So I figured
Yeah.
it cost me more in duct tape,
Yeah.
and in the weight.
Yeah, I needed. We sat down because thinking has been very difficult for the last couple of weeks, and we sat down, both of us, with a sort of like a sharp knife in each hand, thinking,
Yeah.
where do we start? But eventually we got it, and it did get filmed, and it is somewhere on a phone somewhere. But it looks more like the Light of the Living Dead than anything else. So we just
Well, at your age, that's the best we can hope for.
yeah. So
It's
maybe
okay.
we'll have that on next week's show. But
Sure.
so this is a big thank you then.
Here, I have a rant that no one talks about.
Oh,
Here's a
okay.
rant for you. I was talking to a buddy of mine.
Rant, and it's got a busy show now. We're going rant.
Yeah, it's a busy. I got one for you. I talked to a buddy of mine yesterday. He's applying for a COO job. So we were talking about that, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He goes, "No, they sent him. I want to say an intelligence test, because he was a person. I sent him like 6 tests he had to take." And he was like, "I took these tests," and I was like, "Yeah, and how'd it go?" And he's like, he says, "They're stupid." And I'm like, "I know, because you can't. It's no right answer. It's the best right."
Yeah.
I hate those tests. I remember when I was running a company, and they hired a consultant. The consultant's like, I looked at the test, I can't answer it. He goes, "Why can't you answer it?" I go, "Because I wouldn't do any of this. This is all stupid shit." And like, "But you got to choose the best one." I go, "There is no best one." So companies that rely on tests before they hire someone I think is the dumbest thing in the world. I think you have to talk to someone. A test shows nothing.
The excitement is building because we've got some interesting knobby news roughly along the same lines.
Yeah, I don't know just so everybody knows, I have no clue what David's going to bring up. So I'm just going off on my own little tangent today for fun.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a rant of the week. And again,
all right. So oversealed packages. Interesting. I like that.
And again, this is from Miss Eileen Dover.
She likes a Beaver Lick.
In Kentucky, USA. Now, moving on then at a rapid speed, we're on to on the boat.
Enzo Ferrari. Oh, Mr. Ferrari. In 1988, Enzo Ferrari, the founder of the Ferrari automobile, passed away. He was an Italian race car driver and an entrepreneur who left a lasting legacy in the motorsports. And that is true. And his son is the chairman now. I forget it. Is it Enzo that's the chairman, or Dino? I think it's Dino Ferrari who's the chairman of Ferrari right now. Yeah. Kudos to Ferrari. Ferrari's an interest. It used to be a good car. Now it's just, I think, for guys with little dicks. It's not what it used to be.
Okay.
Back in the day, Ferrari it meant something. Now they're just trying to push them out, like, because they have to make a profit. Back in the day, they made a great car, like in the 60s, early 70s. I think the last great car they probably made was the 458, or in the Testarossa is, of course, the iconic car. But the 458 is probably the last great car they made before they were worried about they had to make a profit. But yeah, what do I know?
Yeah. Indeed, what do you know?
I don't know anything really.
That's the burning question, and I think probably we're going to find out the answer to that, because we are now moving towards Nobby News.
This week's Nobby News. Okay, are you ready? No one's ready for Nobby News. Go ahead.
You're not ready for Nobby News?
No, sure.
It's a fun-packed show, Stephen. So
it's a fun something.
We're racing through this one. Yeah. Okay, so off we go. This is number one.
Number one, company criticized for excluding job candidates based on their zodiac sign. What the?
Yeah.
Well, of course it is. It's bing, bang, boom, bang, bing. A Chinese company has come under fire for posting a job for administrative and staff, asking potential candidates born in the year of the dog not to bother applying because they would be automatically rejected. Wow. That is awesome. I like that. Yeah. I would only want to take dragons and tigers. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I like that. You know what? I kudos to them. I like that. China, you should come over here. We should do that here in America. I like it. Okay. I like it a lot.
Well, we may have to premature
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Copy. There's no premature here, my friend. So
Yeah, we just it could be it's a potential number one could be the potential number
it
one
could be the winner. I like that.
of
Zodiac signs.
um,
That is
we have
awesome.
we
And
haven't
it's in
even
China. So who's first of all, who's criticizing this company? Nobody's going to criticize it because they'll get killed.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I love it. That's great.
So there you go. Okay, after that, so moving on then, more knobby
Yeah,
news
yeah.
this week. Number two.
Number two, the world's strongest beer will make your tongue go numb. What the
Yeah.
hell? The world's strongest beer comes with a warning label urging consumers not to exceed 35 milliliters in one sitting because incredible high alcohol content. The alcohol drink should
Yeah.
be consumed in moderation. No shit. But that goes double for extreme for something. Concoctions like the
Not
Fifth
yeah.
Fire, a beer so
Yeah.
strong it reportedly makes your tongue and penis go numb. And apparently the girl passes out so you can do a Bill Cosby. Very nice. That's nice. You don't get a good beer like that all the time. I like it.
Yeah. It's
Beer that
interesting.
makes your tongue go numb. All right.
Yeah. Only here on No Snobs and Knobs, and on Nobby News in particular. It's a fun fact. It's a fun fact show now, Stephen. I've put in so much.
You don't know how many university fraternities are going to be trying to find this beer now.
Yeah, well, leave your comments below. Is all I can say.
I got your comment right here.
Your comments. Yeah. Here we go. Number three, then.
Right. Man pulls 3 planes. What? Man pulls 3 planes while walking on his hands.
Yeah, I knew you needed a little bit of Guinness World Record. They're going to sponsor us eventually.
Course.
So
okay, an Italian man, Guido, pulled 3 small planes. Oh, small pussy. If you're not pulling 747s, who even cares? Anyway, some pussy in Italy pulled 3 small planes while walking on his hands, breaking. Who cares? Guinness World Book of Records. Don't even care about it. I thought we were going to be like jumbo jets. 3 little planes. Oh, please. Like 5-year-old could do 3 little planes.
As you know, it's about time that Guinness Book of Records actually sponsored part of the Nobby News. So we just try and we're just
trying to encourage them.
Prostitute ourselves until they eventually crumble.
Just till they do it, just till they get, or they give us an injunction where we can't mention them anymore. So
that's probably even better news. But there you go.
Good.
Yeah, there we go. So here we go. Now it was number 3, number 4.
Oh,
which I thought was rather funny.
Yeah, anti-tourist protesters stormed drunk beach, loved by Brits over low-quality visitors.
Yeah, they considered.
An estimated. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say you don't have to read it, but basically what it is that the Spanish considered the British to be low quality tourists.
Of course, sure. Have you seen them wear their sandals with their socks? Of course, they're low quality tourists. They shouldn't be allowed to leave the UK. They should, Trump wants to build a wall, build it around the UK. We're good. And I think the world would be a better place. We don't even have to worry about immigration after that.
Yeah,
just trying to help.
6.3
million visit Spain. And out of that 6.3 million, 6,299,999 of them wore socks with sandals. The rest of my case. And they all look like Casper the Ghost.
Which we have covered on an earlier rant. We had an earlier rant about socks with sandals, but that was one that was slightly nearer to my heart.
Right.
But there you go, number 4.
Yeah,
I couldn't resist that. Number 5.
Number 5. People outraged after learning historic reason women's trousers don't have pockets. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well, women do it. Women do.
Apparently not. I have not heard one woman complain about it. Pockets only started to be sewn into men's clothing about 400 years ago, but the feature was omitted from women's garden. It said, it is said this was to preserve the slimmer silhouettes, and it was argued for them to carry the item in their pockets. Who cares? Please, chicks should be naked or in mini skirts, and that's it. Come on, they should be in tight little dresses with stilettos with no panties. Everybody knows that. I'm going to be a fashion designer. We're going to come up with our own line.
Well, you're going to be something. That's for sure.
I like that though. Women don't care about pockets.
Well, they do. They do. Evidently, there's a big hoo-ha about it because they said, "No,
please, women don't have big hoo-has."
Nowhere to put the mobile phone. Nowhere to put.
First of all, that's what a person's for.
You
Listen,
know where
any
to
girl
put
I
the
go out with,
mace spray. You know,
but they
there's,
don't need
there's
mace spray. Please, have you seen some of these women? They don't need mace spray. Anyway, any woman I go out with,
well, I suppose in
a
the US they
handbag
probably need bear
and
spray, but
bear spray.
that will
And girls that go out
that won't
have to
that
have
won't
a
help.
handbag that can handle my cigar case, my lighter, and my mobile phone because I don't want to put anything in my pants pocket because I have to have a good slim silhouette. That's what the
Yeah,
women are for. They're like
yeah.
women are like a
Okay.
mule. That's how I look at
Yeah.
them. Like the old mules
You have
that
I have the same
wait,
I have
I'm
the
going off on
same.
a rant right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Like the mules, the women used to like are like the mules from the 1800 with the gold miner. You put all your crap on your mule and then you go do your stuff and you look good. It's not for her to look good. Her job is to do her job.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah. Well, I agree. Handbags are really useful because I do occasionally get the comment about what's that bulge in your trousers? Is it a telephone or are you happy to see me? So
In
you
your
know,
case,
in order to
telephone. So
yeah, in my case, the telephone. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, more of a dog whistle, but that's another story.
uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
we're almost there.
Oh my God. Number 6. Every women's group that's listening to this right now, the comments are going to be like, "You're a misogynist motherfucker." I'll be like, "That's true. I'm
Yeah.
not a
Oh,
misogynist.
we haven't started yet. Wait for it. Here
Oh,
we go. Here we
okay.
go.
6. Sharks off Brazilian coast test positive for cocaine. Thank God. Now I know where
Yeah.
it went. The drug was found in 13 wild Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks tested within a concentration as much as 100 times higher than previously reported from other aquatic creatures. Research have long suggested that the sea life could be impacted by drugs dumped in the water by smugglers and tons of cocaine surrounding the Florida coast in Central America. Thank God. Now I know where the cocaine is. That's all I needed to know. Hold on one second. Gertrude, we're going to Brazil. Okay. She's booking a ticket now. Front of the
She is.
bus.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
No cap. Anyway, so yeah, so that's it. We're
So
going. And now I know
either
where it
that,
is.
of course, or you could have have a really cheap buzz and try and drown yourself somewhere around Florida. See whether or not if
You could
it's
just
going to
we could
come.
just get a snark and catch a shark and snort a shark. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Well,
There's nothing like a good cocaine story to do in the morning. That's good for the guys on Wall Street and the people in
yeah.
Miami and in LA
Yeah.
and probably the
Yeah.
rest of the world too. But hey, for all you people that need your cocaine, go to Brazil. Now you know where it is. Hey, now Brazil is famous for something other than
Brazilians.
whatchamacallit. Yeah, well, they speak Portuguese. They don't know. But now Brazil's famous for something. Look at that. I'm very happy that Brazil's got that the sharks have tested something positive in Brazil. For Brazil, that's a good. I'm sure the Brazilian travel agency is going to probably get a hold of us and ask us to be part of their travel bureau now.
Yeah,
Because they're going to want
they're going to ask us to come down and do a line of coke with the sharks.
the sharks. And you listen, anything for the show. That's how I look at it. So yeah, Brazil, here we come.
It might
And you could bring our pack mules, and they can carry all our stuff in their purses.
Yeah, well, they don't. They're not renowned for a great deal of clothing. The Brazilian ladies, they tend to.
Then why bring the pack mules? You just have the Brazilian. They got big hoo-hoos. You could put everything with the hoo-hoos. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
all right.
I thought they were a tribe in Africa, but there you go. That's the end of this week's Nobby News.
I love it. Nobby News. Gotta love it. It's a tough one. It's between number 1 and number 6 for my 2 favorite, and it's a tie between 1 and 6. The Chinese place using the zodiac sign, not hiring the dogs, and dogs are just man's best friend, and they don't need to work. And the sharks with cocaine. I got to tell you, it's a toughie. I don't know. I would say I like 1 and 6 with my favorite.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you have to choose because it's Nobby News time, so it's not.
Cocaine is very English. So
Stephen, you have a reputation of sitting on the wall. So
I do with a gun. I'm going to go with number 1. I remember when there was in East and West Germany, the pleasant days. Anyway, so let's go with number 1. Then let's go with the Chinese, not letting people that have the sign of the dog go to work. I like it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. So, good for you, China. I like the way you're doing things. You keep going. You'll be a superpower in no time. So.
Right. Well, I have a new feature
lucky
because I didn't obviously have too much time on my hands. So
That's
this is
true.
something with which we're going to be running every week,
Oh
and
boy.
this is the No Snobs or Knobs sex horoscope. And so every week we're going to be spinning the wheel to see what your chances are
Oh my God. Okay.
to
Sex
have great.
horoscope. What are your
To
chances
have,
this week for great sex?
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, with
All right.
you, I'm assuming you and Annette are zero because you're dying. So that just
Oh,
only
well,
leaves the other 8
we'll have
billion.
to wait and see. We'll start off then. So,
Sagittarius horoscope,
yeah.
84%, but impulsive in bed this week, but don't go overboard. I have no
Yeah.
idea what any of that actually means. You always go
Yeah.
overboard in bed. That's what toys are for and all the
Yeah.
bondage equipment. So I don't get this at all.
So if
So,
you're a Sagittarian, hey,
right.
you got a good number on the old roulette wheel this week.
Wait,
64,
why can't you do all the?
84%.
What about everybody else? What about the
Oh,
Pisces and the Libras and
you
we have
have
Cancer next. Cancer.
we've,
Cancers
we've
have
got
a
the hot.
65%. Oh yeah, I didn't know you
Yeah,
had everybody. I'm sorry. Cancer has 65%
stay with the
of the
program,
own
Stephen.
erotic
Please stay
fantasy
with the
that they would
program.
rarely share with any. Cancer today will have their own erotic fantasy world that they rarely share with anyone else, which basically means they're not getting laid because they're probably little boys in the
Yeah,
basement
yeah.
living in there
So that's
jerking off somewhere. Okay.
65% chance of them
All
getting
right, they're
laid
not
this
getting
week.
laid. All right, let's see who
So
else is going to get laid.
that's
So far it's just Sagittarius. Leo's 54%. Leos are
yeah.
crazy about seduction this week and do it sensually and who cares? They're not. Leos aren't getting any sensuality, please. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
54% for the Leo.
Yeah, there you go.
How do
And
you find this
Virgos.
crap? I don't want to know.
Uh,
Virgos are 56% about getting laid.
Stephen,
Virgos enjoy mental
this is going
games.
to be a weekly feature on our
I
show.
can't
So
wait.
get
Yeah,
used.
okay. So the Virgo people, Virgos enjoy mental games when it comes to seduction today. So if you know a Virgo, give them a crossword puzzle. Maybe you'll get laid. Okay, there
Yeah,
you go. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Next,
It's all happening.
Aries at 99%. Ooh, I don't know what an Aries is, but I want to go meet one. Cheerful flirt will be the highlight of the week. What more could you want? I don't know.
Well, another
Naked
1%, but it's another 1%.
Apparently, yeah, I'm gonna get laid. So next week we got to ask all the Aries if they got laid. Should have
Yeah,
every 100. One should say no.
yeah. Well, that'll be
All
me.
right.
But okay,
Bringing the curve down. Okay.
it's,
All right.
okay. So off we go then. Scorpio.
Scorpios might seem arrogant this week, but that's only because they know exactly what they want. No, they don't. They're
Yeah,
Scorpio. They have no freaking clue. Please give me a
yeah.
break.
Well,
They're not
obviously
getting
they
laid.
don't. Obviously they don't know what they want because
Yeah, you
if
get 51% are going to get laid. And
yeah, because
49% are going to sit around with their
if
you know
they
what's
knew
in their
what they
hand.
wanted, they'd be on the old big 100, wouldn't they?
Yeah, like the whatchamacallit people. All right.
But like the Aries. Well, we're nearly there.
All right.
One cigar short, one sandwich short of a picnic, unfortunately. But
There
there
you
we
go.
go.
Capricorn, you're not getting laid this week. 47%.
No,
Capricorn needs to understand what turns you on before you get intimate. So get the fuck, please shoot them. Just take them out back and shoot them, and go find the people that were at 99% and get laid. Get lucky. Go ahead, Capricorns, please.
yeah. Well, it's not their lucky week either, is it? Well, we're
Yeah,
sort of getting to the
apparently.
end of it now. Taurus. Here
Taurus
we
is
go.
28%. They should just jump off a building. Making
Yeah.
love in unusual places with the risk of getting caught excites a Taurus a lot this week.
Yeah, well,
Please,
obviously, they haven't found any exciting place.
yeah,
Or
they want to do it. They're
actually, they
experiencing.
haven't. They won't, of course, because this is from today, Wednesday, the 14th of August. Hollywood.
Okay, you know in the date.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So that's all. So it's in the next 7 days. So
Yeah.
tune in next week to see whether or not if you're going to get laid
Yeah,
or
Taurus,
not.
they suck. They're not going to
yeah.
get squat. If you know what Taurus, get rid of them and go find that one that was 99%. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What else we
Yeah.
got? Gemini,
Geminis.
49%. Don't want to be too possessive or jealous this week. Gemini will benefit your sex life. Please get rid of them. Anything under like 80%, you just take out and shoot. You go find a new partner this week. It's okay. You have my permission.
Yeah,
Tell your
just look
significant
at
others.
lot of dead bodies out there. There you go.
You see that? Ah, there we go. 81%. That's me, baby. A Pisces is a pro at flirting this week. Or every day at flirting and getting laid. That's the best. So no problem
No.
there. Now, when it says 81%, does that mean that 81% of the people I'm going to meet I'm having sex with, or is it just
Yes.
81% of the people? Okay,
Prob-
good.
or in your mind, maybe. You see, because
Oh, okay. I
this,
wanted to make sure.
yeah, because this is, of course, I've spun the wheel, the roulette wheel of of sex fortune,
I
and
bet you have.
and this is what it's told me. So this will be a
Wow.
week. This will be a weekly feature. So
Lucky for people. So let me see. Wait, 81% of the people I meet. So I need to go to that all girls college this week then, because I want to go to a place where there's men. So all right. So I have to book another trip. All right, go ahead. I got 7 days. I gotta check it out. So,
7 days. It's going to be your lucky 7 days. It would appear.
apparently, according to this,
So
Aquarius,
yeah.
77%. Oh, this is disgusting right off the bat. Cuddling and kissing as foreplay. I think I just threw up in my pants. Are a must for the Aquarius this week. That's disgusting. Who does that? Please.
Well,
Oh,
obviously they do, but they may be
77%.
they may be kissing and cuddling with somebody who's down in the low 20s. Of course, that's a
Well,
possibility.
then they're doing a public service, and they should. So there you go. I like that. All right, all right. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I think really that we're sort of slowly getting to the end of this. So
Libra. I'm sorry. Libra. Try to suppress your sexual desires less this
well,
week.
looks like they're already doing it.
Yes, if you're only at 44% chance of getting laid, don't suppress anything. Just let it all hang out. And I've seen some of the Libras, and it's not pretty. Okay, so they're not getting laid.
I think they've already let it hang out. It would seem.
Yeah, that's why they're not getting laid.
They gave it 100%, and in fact, they only got 44 back. So sounds like good investment.
I think so.
So okay, so that's the end of our horoscope for this week.
Okay, good. That was. Let me just tell you, I was on the edge of. I'm sorry, I was on the edge of my chair. That was like, wow, you don't even know the excitement. Can we get a hotter chick? Because this chick, I like I can please. No, I need a hot. You need like a hot Asian chick in there. I'm sorry.
But she said, then you have to wait for your AI baby of the week. Anything could happen there. As
I know, but I'm just saying for this, for this picture here.
No,
because can we get like a hot Asian chick?
No, because she comes with a roulette table.
Can't we have a hot Asian chick come with a roulette thing?
That would be but what about all the people who don't like hot Asian? I mean, there's also people who don't like Chinese food. I mean,
excuse me. Asia is a big continent. It's not just China. You've got China.
Yeah, you said that.
China, and that's it. No, you've got China. You've got Korea, North and South, and you've got the Japan, and you've got the Singapore, and you've got the Malaysia, and you've got Vietnam, and you've got Philippines. Are made. But I'm just saying, you have lots of stuff.
Yeah. And do you know what you've got? You've got the roulette lady. So
because, I can't get excited over her. I'm sorry.
It's more. It should be about the horoscope and not about the eye candy.
I think I'd rather it be about the eye candy.
Well, we'll have to see.
What the fan says. All right, our one fan that watches this show. We do this all for you. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, so we'll just see whether or not she. She may not make it until next week. We'll have to wait and see.
And wait, here's the best part. Vicky, who's going to do the shorts, is cringing at this whole segment right now. So Vicky's either going to take this and make sure that she roasts me like there's no tomorrow, or she's just going to pass on this whole segment. It's going to be very interesting to see how she does the shorts on this one.
Well, there you go. This is going to be a regular.
Hey, maybe we can have Rachel do the hot. You could have Rachel be our sexy babe right there with a roulette wheel. Because she's only 5 foot tall. So really, if you do this with Rachel, you only see the top of her head and a hand at the roulette table. You wouldn't really see her. So it'd just be a head and a hand. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's somebody who is
hey, how about a blonde chick then? Why do we have to have a brunette?
If it's somebody that is horizontally challenged.
He's horizontally challenged.
they could be running around inside the roulette wheel. I mean, there are all sorts of possibilities.
Can we do that? Could we do a graphic with her doing that? That would be awesome. Then that's that, and have it be animated. Oh, that would be cool. But like a little gerbil in a wheel. That would be awesome. Oh, I love that.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But that's the end of this week's.
Wait. One other. Can we get a hot blonde chick then? If we can't get the hot Asian, can we get a blonde chick?
We'll have to see who comes with the roulette table.
Okay.
Because I've rented the roulette table, so I have to sort of take it back and say, can I have another?
Where'd you get the chick from? Did you rent her too?
She's fixed to the
roulette table.
To the roulette table.
Oh, so you buy the roulette table and you get a chick?
Yeah.
Can I get that number? Okay, what do we got next?
It's available in the comments below. Well, but at the front of the show, we had
mushrooms that can create their own wind.
We did indeed, and you, of course, are dying to know whether or not you got the correct answer. And the correct answer is
true. That's what I said. What do you mean? Yeah. I'm a genius. I knew that. Thank you very little, everybody.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's tough. It's tough to be me. It's when you're right all the time. It's just life's fun.
Yeah. But these small mushrooms create a small breeze. Some mushrooms then, by releasing water vapor that helps spread their spores. And the moment that I read the word "small" and releasing and spores, I immediately thought of you. So that's why I had this down.
Very much. It's good to have it's good to have a friend like you. That's what I can tell.
True or false. So we're coming to the end of this madness.
Yay!
But of course, we can't leave the show.
Why not?
We can't, because we're having the AI Babe of the Week.
Okay.
And just for you, Stephen.
Okay. Can I tell you? Out of all the I'm speaking English next week. I'm just trying it out this week. Out of all the AI babes, she's probably the prettiest you've had so far.
Yeah. Well, I can. Would you like me to run her again, as they say?
No, she's not that pretty, but she was pretty. So there you go.
Okay.
If she had three boobs, now we're talking.
Obviously, it's now Hollywood Wednesday in the US, and I was a bit concerned this morning when I was listening to a certain Mr. Musk and a certain orange gentleman. And so therefore I'm now throwing it out to the world. I am in fact a denture slurring expert. So if either one of them have problems with speech going forward, then they can contact me directly as a denture slurring expert. Because it was either his dentures or he was slurring, or according to Mr. Musk, it was a technical issue. But for all those people who haven't listened to the Big D, he sounds he always sounds strange, but that's more to do with the fact of the words that comes out of his mouth. But he actually physically sounds strange. So
I could care less. I heard that he was doing it. I was like, I don't care. We're not on X anymore. We took our stuff down because it's a waste. Ever since he turned it in, it went away from Twitter. X is just useless. We're on Instagram and we're on YouTube and podcasts. That's it. We don't do anything.
And where else can people find this idiocy before we close off today?
Oh, you can anywhere you get a podcast. You can just go to Two Old Farts Making Noises and you will find all our shows. We got a lot of shows. So we got a lot of shows. We have some really good shows too. Or you're here on YouTube, you can just go search our podcast or our playlist and you can see all our shows there too.
Okay. So, well, we may or may not be here next week for No Snobs or Knobs.
Why, you going to be dead?
Well, I'll get somebody to film that, and then you can just have it on a continuous loop. That will put the ratings.
Can you imagine the ratings? If you could do it live, like on Adam on the Eve, that'd be better. Because you could be like, blah, 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 I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, live. And we could keep doing the show. And then after the show, we just take that snippet and have Vicky make it a short.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help,
continue.
you know.
Yeah, just a continuous loop.
I think that's
But
good.
yeah. Well, that's all the madness for this week.
Oh
Maybe
my
there's some
God.
more coming next week. And
Probably.
look forward to chewing the cud with you then.
Oh, you little cud chewer, you. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you like this craziness, get your head examined. We'll see you all next week. Cheers.